Hey, Disco team, I just wanted to take a moment and bring some clarity to what to do when you're purchasing an item that's going to be used in the shop that we would be considered a capital expense. So the parameters is anything over $1,000 that we purchase to be used in our shops is considered an asset. And so we handle those purchases a little different because of the way accounting processes assets for tax purposes and stuff. So this is to just demonstrate, so you do create a PO, but then you cancel it. So I just want to walk you through, we're going to have a real live example where we're going to purchase a spool gun for our Liberal shop, and this is what you would do. So the first thing I do is I just want to go create a PO. So I go up here to my create. But before I do that, let me just show you the item in question is this spool gun here for $1,683. So it's over $1,000 and needs to be purchased. So let's go to create PO. And my vendor is Airgas. And there's our PO number, title. And what I usually put is I'd put Liberal first in the beginning, and then asset spool gun for shop. I know that they're going to deliver in like a week or so, so I'm going to put next Friday as the due date and requested by Jared, but I'm going to send this to Chris to send to his vendor. So I'm going to put Chris Davis here. I'm not sure who the vendor contact is. Ship to is going to be Liberal shop, ship via, and we'll just say vendor delivery. And the item, I'm going to just use the shop supplies because we're going to cancel this in just a minute. There's no need, if you're using it for the shop, you don't need to put my company here, nothing goes here. And in the description, I'm going to use the information on the vendor's quote, which was MIL 195-156, gun, spool, Spoolmatic, 15 amp, 200 amp, 15 foot, 023. 1/16 inch. Okay. Quantity we're buying is 1. The cost is $1,683. Do we want to update the cost? No. We always say no. The class is Liberal, and it puts it here. And the first thing I do is create my PO. It's already been used, so I'm going to use the next available. So here's my PO. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a copy of the quote into the attachments. And I'm going to print this PO and save it to my desktop. First thing I'll do is put quote, vendor quote number 20115746695, Kirk Tally 620-626-6600. Okay, we update that PO again. And this is what I'm going to send to the vendor. So I will print this PO. It's going to print on my other screen so you won't see it. I'll let you see it. There it is. So now, once I do that and I send that to my vendor, this is what changes. So I've sent it to my vendor, I placed the order, and now I'm going to go back into this PO and I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to get, I can leave that there, but up here I'm going to change this font to about 14. I'm going to change the font to like a heading 2, and I'm going to type asset purchase for Liberal Shop, process as an asset. Highlight that and make it bigger. Make it red. Okay. I'm going to update the PO. Now, once I have it updated, this is the main thing. So once I've done this, I'm going to go to Actions and I'm going to cancel the PO, because we really don't use the PO and process it this way. It allows us to create a PO for our vendor. It allows us to track it. And then when accounts payable receives the invoice and they go in here and they see this asset purchase, they will process it and code it as an asset for the financial side. So anyway, that's how you do an asset purchase for anything over $1,000 that's being used in the shop. So I hope this is helpful, but if you have any questions, you can always reach out. There are a few exceptions to this, but it's mainly for a specific welder for our fab shop. So 99% of you, this is going to be the process you use. Have a great day.